If you understand this one lesson, your English will improve immediately. Because right now, most learners are missing this. The 8 parts of speech. If you don't understand what you're talking about, you're not going to talk about it correctly. So what is a verb? What is a noun? What is an interjection? In this video, I'm going to explain it clearly with examples so that after this video, you understand and you don't make any mistakes. Stay around to the end where I give you little bonus tips as well, covering different parts outside of the 8 parts of speech. Let's go. Nouns. Names of everything around you. A noun is the name of a person, a place, a thing, or an idea. If you can name it, it's a noun. Person, teacher, David, place, Bangkok, school, thing, phone, a table, idea, we call these abstract nouns, love, happiness, information. Let's put them in sentences. The teacher is in the classroom. Bangkok is a busy city. Love is important. A quick tip. If you can put the in front of it, and we'll talk about articles at the end, if you can put the in front of it, it's probably a noun. Verbs. The engine of the sentence. A verb shows an action or a state of being. Without a verb, you don't have a real sentence. Basic sentence structure, subject, verb, object. Without a verb, there's no sentence. Some examples can be action, run, eat, study. State, be, know, believe. In sentences, she runs every morning. They are tired. I believe you. But remember, every sentence needs a verb. Adjectives. Add detail to nouns. An adjective describes a noun. It gives more detail. It can also make your stories much more informative with much more detail and much more depth and feeling. Some examples. Big, small, beautiful, fast, broken. In sentences, she has a beautiful house. It's a big problem. I bought a red car. It's not a Ferrari, unfortunately. Quick tip. Usually comes before the noun. A fast car. But not always. The car is fast. This is one of the reasons English can be very confusing. Sorry, guys. Adverbs. Upgrade your sentences. An adverb describes a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. It tells you how, when, where, or how much. So, unlike adjectives that just describe nouns, adverbs describe much more. Examples can be quickly, slowly, yesterday, very, or here. In sentences, he speaks clearly. She arrived late. It's very hot. It is actually very hot. It's 37 degrees every day right now. He runs incredibly fast. Quick tip. Many adverbs end in ly, but not all. Fast and well. You've got to learn them. Irregular, just like irregular verbs. Prepositions show relationships. A preposition shows the relationship between words, often location, time, or movement. Examples: in, on, at, under, between, into. In sentences, the keys are on the table. She is in the room. We met at 6 p.m. He walked into the building. Quick tip. A preposition is usually followed by a noun. On the table. In the pool. Pronouns. Avoid repetition. A pronoun replaces a noun or a proper noun so that you don't repeat yourself. Examples: I, you, he, she, it, they, we. In sentences, John is tired. He needs sleep. This is my phone. I saw her yesterday. But never use both. My mum says she likes baking. My mum, she? Well, she is the pronoun. So what you're saying when you say, my mum, she likes baking, you're saying, my mum likes baking. So don't repeat yourself. Just say, my mum likes baking. So don't repeat yourself. This is common with native speakers all the time, and it drives me crazy. But a quick tip. Pronouns make your English sound much more natural. Conjunctions. Connecting ideas. A conjunction joins words, phrases, or sentences. Some examples: and, but, because, and so. I like coffee and tea. I want to go, but I'm busy. She stayed at home because she was sick. It was raining, so we cancelled. Quick tip. They help you build longer, smoother sentences, and again, sound more natural. The more natural the sound, the more fluent you sound. Interjections show emotion. An interjection shows strong emotion. Wow. Oh, ouch. Hey. So in sentences, wow, that's amazing. Ouch, that hurts. Oh, I didn't know that. A quick tip. They are often followed by an exclamation mark. And again, we use these every single day. Quick recap. Fast and memorable. Noun, name. Verb, action or state. Adjective describes a noun. Adverb describes how, when, and where. Preposition shows relationships. A pronoun replaces nouns. A conjunction connects ideas. Interjection show emotion. Bonus. Other important grammar. Okay guys, if you've watched the video this far, and thank you very much if you have, that means that you want to learn to improve your English. You want to be more fluent. You want to be easily understood. You want to understand better. So we've talked about the 8 parts of speech, but here are a couple of extra things that aren't really parts of speech, but are equally as important, and you will hear them all the time in English. So we have articles, a, an, and the. I saw a dog, any dog. I saw the dog, a specific dog. That's quite important. Determiners, my, this, some, many. This book is mine. I have some questions. Question tags. We use question tags when we're giving a statement, but we want to check if it's true, so we put a little question tag at the end. You're tired, aren't you? She's coming, isn't she? So we're saying a fact, but we're confirmation. We need to confirm it a little bit, and we use a question tag for this. Auxiliary helping verbs. Do you like coffee? She is finished. They will go later. Modal verbs. Can, should, and might. When practicing British English and politeness, modal verbs are used all the time, even when complaining. You should study more. It might rain. She can swim. If you would like more information about any of these extra points, just let me know in the comments down below. I can make a full video on them, and if you check back my other videos, I do have several videos on several different parts of these, but I haven't covered them all yet. So if you want one, let me know down in the comments below. And that's it for today's lesson, guys. I hope I made it super clear, super easy to understand, and that you have actually understood. If you don't, ask me any questions down in the comments below. I do read them all. Thank you very much. And thank you to Mr. Dan, who asks me the most amazing questions all the time. Dan, where do you get these from? But hey, Dan, keep them coming. Love them. So now you understand all the 8 parts of speech and a couple of extra things as well. You'll start to notice these in everything that you read and everything that you hear, and your English will improve faster. If this helped you, hit the like button, subscribe, comment down below. watch any of my other videos. And if you would like to watch another video, YouTube thinks that this video is the one that you want to see specifically. And I will see you, yes, you specifically, there. So thank you very much for watching. See you next week, guys.